come into child's pose. And let's see that my camera is set up okay. And you're all here and you can hear me. Good morning. It's very sunny this morning. That's nice. All right, sit back in child's pose. Reach your arms out in front of you, but keep them soft. In fact, let's just reach the arms out a little bit and then make a pillow for your head. Let your head rest on it. And if you feel like you want a little bit of movement, just roll your forehead from side to side, massage out towards the temples, and then come into some stillness when you're ready and breathe against the body. So start to stretch the breath from side to side and top to bottom. Let go of any physical tension, any mental tension, anything that's going on in your head right now. Just see if you can put it aside for, the next 45 to an hour and let go. Because I promise you, if it's that important, it'll be waiting for you. Right, Nash? Okay. All right, so just start to settle in and see where anything lies in your body this morning. Are you stiff in your lower back? Are you feeling your abdominals and your hip flexors from yesterday? Now let's stretch out those hip flexors today. And start to walk your hands out a little bit more forward. Reach the arms out and just push the hips back a little bit more. Imagine that you're pushing the heel of your hand forward, or that you're pulling your mat apart from the middle. So as you push the heel of the hand forward, you're going to push your hips back. But lift the wrists, forearms, and elbows off the floor. Drop the shoulders down away from the ears and just breathe across the sides to side, top to bottoms of the body. And see how full of breath you can take in here with each inhale and with each exhale. See how much you can relax, how much you can let go. On the next inhaling breath, lift your chest up and walk yourself over to the right side. And just place your left hand a little bit next to or a little bit longer than the right side. And then creep the left hand a little bit more so it's probably resting on top of the right arm. Look under your left arm and breathe under the spaces there. Relax the shoulder down from the ears and breathe in and out. And on the next inhale, as you rise up, walk over to the other side. Take your time, no rush. Take your right arm next to and maybe a little bit longer than the left. Look under the arm if that feels supportive to you. And then place the right arm on top of the left. And breathe all the way down the right side of the body, shoulders back and down. Good. Inhale, lift your head and chest, walk your hands forward. Exhale one more time, push the mat forward, push the hips back. From this position, just pull your belly to your spine and round your back without lifting your hips this time. And then extend your spine, drop your chest, drop your belly. Inhale, round, and actually exhale, round. And inhale, drop your belly. Good, let's do that one more time, but stay in a rounded position as you rise up onto your hands and knees. Hands in front or underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Tap the tops of the feet down, and then tuck the toes underneath again. Drop the belly, arch the back. So a little bit deeper into the cat-cow. Exhale, push the floor around and curl your spine. Now you can keep the toes tucked the whole time. Inhale, or as you exhale, you can release the top of the foot, shin down, and just pull the tailbone in. Do that a couple more times. Broaden the collarbones. Exhale, round and curl. And then on the inhaling breath, drop the belly. Exhale, round and curl. And stay in this rounded position for a moment. With the toes untucked, lift your shins off the floor. Sorry about this from the core guys yesterday. And then lower your knees down to the floor. Come to neutral. Step your right foot back behind you. Tuck the toes underneath you and just kind of rock and roll on the ball of your foot for a few moments. And then take the right leg, level it off, line up the heel with the buttocks, shoulders are level. Breathe in, pull the belly in. Empty the breath and point your toe, go a little bit higher. Exhale, bring the knee to the chest, round and curl. Hold it there, kick the heel to the buttocks. Inhale, look forward and step your right foot between your hands. And let's just grab blocks if you have them, middle or any height really. All right, so that you can now lift your torso a little bit up and away from your thigh. And now the left knee is behind the hip extra stretch that I promised. It might not be the only one, I'm sure. And with the top of the foot shin on the floor, top of the foot ankle on the floor, lift your knee up. Just hold it there. Ooh, breathe. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. Keep your collarbones broad, shoulders down. And then lower the knee and then stretch the right leg forward or straight as you fold over it. Pull the right hip back, left hip forward. And now take your blocks and walk your hands out so you have a nice stretch under the arms and through the back and side to side. And then the hamstrings start to feel a little bit more, maybe relaxed. Not for me. One more breath. Good. Inhale, lift up, walk the hands back next to your foot, and rebend the left knee. Bring your shoulders back, broaden the collarbones, and breathe. Inhale, bring your right knee back to the floor. Come back to the tabletop. You can keep your hands on the blocks here as well. Step your left foot back behind you and rock and roll on the ball of the foot a little bit. And then float the left leg off the floor, but keep the hips level. Pull the belly in so your hands are elevated if you're still on the blocks. So you should have, a lot of space there. Point the toe, go a little bit higher. And as you exhale, bring the knee to the chest, round and curl. Kick the heel to the buttocks. Look forward and step your left foot in between your two hands. Rise up onto the blocks. Pull your shoulders back, chest open. Top of the foot, shin on the floor. Inhale, lift your right knee off the floor. Good, just stretch. Pull your shoulders back. Exhale, lower your right knee and stretch your left leg straight. Toes up. Pull the left hip back, right hip forward. Breathe in. And breathe out. Good, another breath. Inhale, rebend the knee. This time, tuck your right toes underneath you. Look forward. Step back so you're in downward dog. It's okay if your hands are still on the blocks, just maybe not the highest height. And with your hands on the blocks, you might notice that your heels touch a little bit more to the floor. Biceps by the ears. Let your head just drop. Chest towards the thighs. I've been having bouts of vertigo, so I don't drop my head that much the last couple of days. Breathe in, breathe out. That's TMI, but okay, here we are. Rise up onto your tippy toes. Shift back into a plank position, top of a push-up. So line up your head with your tailbone. Then take one foot and the other foot into that top of the foot, shin down, and then press your chest through for your upward dog. Good, then roll over the toes or step over them, back to downward dog. I like this on the blocks. We're going to stay with the blocks if you have them, but if you don't have them, you can still do the same work. Inhale, rise up on your toes, engage your quadricep muscles, pull your knees up. Shift forward as you exhale, shoulders over wrists, head to tailbone long, so we don't want to be too high here, and we don't want to be collapsed here. And then take one foot at a time, press it down. This helps to strengthen the ankles a lot, but roll the inner foot towards each other and then pull your heart between your arms. Exhale, roll over or step, downward facing dog. Nice work, guys. Inhale, lift up on your toes, bend your knees and look forward. Walk your feet to the top of your mat. Come into a standing forward bend. Now move your blocks just off to the side of the mat. Roll your wrists around. And right from the get-go, bend your knees. Lift your feet up and slide your hands one at a time underneath your feet and wrap your big toe around your wrist. Look forward, inhale. Exhale, fold over, lift your hips up, let your head come down, shake out your head, yes or no. So just that little tension from being on the blocks and being in down dog, up dog, and all those kind of things. One more breath. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, release your hands. Inhale, bring your hands to your hips as you look forward, walk up or rise up to standing up. Arms down by your side. Lengthen your legs, tuck your tailbone. Inhale, stretch your arms up all the way overhead. Exhale, forward fold, hands to the floor, shins or your blocks, head to the shin. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold over. Press down through your feet. Inhale, rise to stand, bring your arms with you overhead. Exhale, bring a prayer to your heart, release your arms. Inhale, stretch your arms up. Exhale, forward fold, hands to floor, shins or blocks. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Press down, inhale, rise up, arms up. Exhale, prayer to the heart, release the arms down by your side. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. This time, inhale, lift your chest, look forward. Step your right foot back. Lower your right knee to the floor. Tuck the toes or release them. Take your arms out in front of you, hook your thumbs and lift up and press through the right hip. Good. Lift out of your waistline and imagine that you're being pulled up and back. So the work is in the middle upper back, not the lower back. And then exhale, come back, hands on the floor. Lift your right knee off the floor, right hand stays. Sweep your left arm back, up and around. Twisting lunge, good, breathe. Shoulders down, left arm over right, inhale. And exhale, good. Lower your left hand to the floor. Inhale, straighten your left leg and turn both feet to face the right side of your mat. Good. Look forward, inhale. Exhale, fold. Grab the outside of your ankles and pull your head down towards the floor. So the crown of the head towards the floor, the chest towards the thighs, and the weight towards the balls of your feet rather than your heels. One more breath. Good. Now inhale, look forward. If you want, just bring a block there just in case you want it. And then heel toe your feet a little bit closer together. Good. Step your, I'm going to move the block so you can see. Step your left foot forward and your right foot back. So the left toes are on the front of the mat, the right heel is on the back of the mat. Level out your hips and look forward, inhale. Walk your hands a little forward, exhale. Bend your front knee and pull your chin to your chest and round and curl your spine. Then bend your back knee and straighten the left leg, the front leg. And it may not go all the way straight, like mine won't go all the way straight, right? Without having to really be awkward in my positioning. And then come back to the center with both knees slightly bent. Walk your hands forward or on the block. Start to shift your weight into your left leg and float your right leg off the floor. Now having the block is going to help, somebody go off? Is going to help keep us level. Breathe. Good. Good. Now, put your right hand on your right hip and start to turn to the right side. Stack your shoulders. And then maybe the right arm floats up as we go into our half moon pose. I'm just going to look at you because. So stack your right hip open over your left. Take another breath, go big. I know it's early for this pose, don't worry. Exhale, bring your right hand down, square your hips, and then bring your feet back on the floor. Look forward, inhale. Widen your legs, exhale. Turn your left toes to the front. Come into a low lunge. And then three-legged dog, one leg in the air. Open, bend, and stretch. And just let the leg kind of hang there. Level out your shoulders. Bend the knee and just kind of let the foot hang out. One more breath. Good. Release the leg next to the right leg. Exhale. Inhale, shift forward to plank. Exhale, chaturanga or skip it. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in and breathe out. Good. Rise up onto your tippy toes. Soften your knees, look forward. Take yourself to the top of the mat, halfway lift when you get there. Exhale, fold. Press down to rise up, bring your arms overhead. Inhale, arms to your chest. Exhale, arms by your side. Inhale, stretch your arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold your way. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, left leg steps back. Lower the left knee to the floor. Keep the toes tucked or not. Hook the other thumb in front, reach forward, and then come up. Press through the hips. Breathe. Good. So the toes tucked will give us, a little bit more stability. The toes untucked may make it a little bit more challenging that way. Go one more breath and go a little bit bigger. Exhale, release your hands down. Left arm down, right arm up as you lift the back knee up off the floor and twist to the right side. Hug your hips in. Rotate the torso. Breathe in. And breathe out. Good, one more breath, go bigger. Empty the breath, release the hands. Straighten the front leg and turn to your left side and take your block with you in the middle, should you choose to use it. Heel toe your feet closer together. And place your right foot to the front. I'm going to turn around so you can see me, but you're still facing the other side of the mat. So put your right foot to the front of the mat, big toe on the mat, and left heel on the mat. Square your hips, so you might, again, want the block to help level out your hips. And then exhale, bend the right knee and just straighten the back leg. There's no hyperextending, just kind of a nice, soft, easy bend. Good, inhale, bend your left knee, straighten your right leg as best you can. It's not going to be all the way straight for a lot of us. And then bend both knees. Start to walk your hands forward. Again, take the block with you if you'd like. And then step your, or reach your left leg in the air. Level out your hips. So again, hands on blocks will help to get that levelness there. Good. Then take the right hand to the floor of the block. Open to your left side. Straighten your right leg. And open up left arm. Breathe. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon balancing pose. See if you can get the hips stacked. Welcome back, Maria. You got cut off? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're here. All right, so we're in a half moon on our right leg forward, but we're coming out of it. So as you exhale, bring your left hand down and bring your left foot back down to the floor. So I'm going to turn this way again as if I were in the same position as you. And now walk your right foot to, or let's widen the legs actually. So widen the legs. Turn your right foot to the front of the mat. You're back in the low lunge. Inhale, step your right leg in the air, three-legged downward dog. Open, bend, and stretch. And just let the right leg kind of hang out there. Just level out the shoulders, but open up the hip. Okay. Inhale, go bigger. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, shift to high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, downward facing Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale and exhale. Come high up on your toes, bend your knees and look forward. Walk or step yourself to the top of the mat or jump. Halfway lift. Empty the breath, fold. Press down through your feet to rise up, arms up. Exhale, bring the prayer to the heart. Release your arms by your side. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Watch your blocks, right? Have them nearby. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your right foot to the back of the mat. Good. Inhale, rise onto your fingertips. And then rise up to standing. Soften the back leg a little bit. Inhale, hook the arms forward and up. Lift your heart, open up. Press that right hip forward. Exhale, fold back down, right arm stays, left arm opens up, twist. Inhale, take your left hand to the front of your space or on a block. Begin to shift your weight to your left leg, float it up, right leg that is, and then open up to the right side, half moon balance. And now just like we did in our down dog a little moment ago, bend your top leg, don't hold it, just bend it. And stretch it open. Breathe. Good stretch to the front of the hip. One more breath. Go bigger, bigger, bigger. As you exhale, right hand down, right leg back, low lunge. Inhale, left leg in the air, three-legged dog. Open, bend, and stretch. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, rise on your toes. Shift to a high plank. Bend your elbows, chaturanga, or skip it. Add push-ups if you like. Thighs up, and exhale, downward facing dog. Look to the front of your mat, soften your knees, step to the top, jump if you like. Halfway lift when you get there. Empty the breath, let it go. Inhale, press down, rise up. Exhale, prayer to your heart. Release your arms by your side. Inhale, stretch your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, left foot steps to the back of the mat. Find your balance, so don't be on a tightrope. be on a train track. Right knee bends, fingers just kind of hover, and then rise up, bring the arms overhead with the opposite arm or thumb on top, soften the back leg, and push that left hip forward. Breathe in, breathe out. Lift through your heart, one more breath. Good. Exhale, fold down, left hand down, right arm up, open twist. Breathe in. Good. Now take your right arm overhead, spin your torso forward, reach your right arm forward or onto a block. Begin to float your left leg off the floor, 1 or 2 or 10 times, 10 little hops, and open up to the left side, hug your right hip in. Eye gaze is where you're gonna find balance. So if it's down today, it's down. Mine's gonna be down because, as I said, I have like vertigo. So no quick movement of the head for me. Open up. Now stay there. Elevate your hand if you're not getting that lift. And then bend your top leg. Don't hold it, just bend it. And open up a little wider. And just breathe. Be content in the stillness. You don't have to always be doing something. Go one more breath and bigger. Exhale, release your hand, square your foot. Step back to a low lunge. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, three-legged downward dog. Open, bend, and stretch. Inhale. 4 on the floor, downward facing dog. Exhale, shift forward. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. Now, look forward. Step your right foot outside your right hand. Step your left foot outside your left hand. If you have a block, grab it and have a seat on the block with your arms inside of your legs. If you don't have a block, sit either on the floor or on something elevated, or you'll stay elevated yourself. Where's your blocks? Taj? Okay. Squeeze the knees against the arms and the arms against the knees. Okay, just press the arms and the legs towards each other. Create a little bit of tension there. Inhale, release your fingertips to the floor. Pull your belly into your spine and round your back, but relax the neck and shoulders. Then keep your left arm in front of your left leg and open up your right side. Stretch. Breathe. So right arm up, left arm down. Use your arm and leg against each other for the leverage to rotate the torso. Come back to center, one more breath, come down. Right arm's gonna stay in front of the right leg. Inhale, open the left arm up to the sky. Hug your knee and arm against each other. Breathe, open up, spread your fingers, relax your shoulders. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, put your hands to your heart center. Squeeze the inner thighs against your outer arms. Now those of you who are on a block, we're just going to come off of it. If you're anywhere else, we're just going to come up to standing. So come up and stretch all the way up, arms up. Turn your hips forward, forward fold, let it go. Move your block back off to the side. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Heel toe your feet a little bit closer. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Good. Come back up and halfway lift. Hands on your hips. Rise up to standing. Stand tall. Step your left leg to the back of the mat. Not all the way back, about 2 to 3 feet. And again, be on train tracks, not a tightrope. Make sure you have blocks. So possibly the left hip is a little higher than the right. So place your hands on your pelvis and level it out. If you have a mirror, great. If you don't have a mirror, you're going to learn to feel. Right? Now stretch your arms up overhead, inhale. Exhale, take your arms behind your back. This time we're just going to interlace the fingers. Palms together, knuckles down, lift your chest up. Good. Lift up, squeeze the shoulders and elbows together. Now keep that extension as you come forward. And stop about halfway down and notice, are you level in the pelvis? Press the right big toe into the floor. Good, Maria. Nice touch. Good. Breathe, guys. Good. All right. Now, keep your eye gaze steady out in front of you for one more breath. And then fold a little bit bit deeper if you have the space. Let your head come down towards your shin. We're going to keep the spine kind of long on this one. You'll see why in a moment. Breathe in, breathe out. And then we're going to come halfway back up, inhale. Release your right hand to your sacrum, release your left arm forward, and then take your block or use your hand on the floor, inside or outside or on the shin, and lengthen your spine. Rotate to the right side, and then perhaps the right arm comes up. And again, eye gaze is up to you. But make sure your right big toe is pressing down. Make sure your left big toe is pressing down, as well as the pinky toe on all sides of the foot. Go bigger. One more breath. Good. Exhale, fold over. And just now bend the right knee, soften it, put your head on your knee, and just let go. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Hands to your hips. Rise up. Exhale, step your feet together. Samasthiti, equal standing stance. Good. Inhale, place your hands to your hips. Step your right foot back 2 to 3 feet. Square your hips. So your right foot is ever so slightly turned out, right? It's not all the way over here. It's just, maybe it's 1 o'clock now, 2 o'clock. Level out your hips. So pull that right hip and left hip. So the right hip might have to come up a little bit. The left hip might have been hiked, or either way. Inhale, stretch the arms up overhead. Exhale, release the arms behind your back. Do the other interlacing of the fingers the awkward way. Lift your chest up. So pull up like you're being pulled from your sternum up and back. And keep that elevation as you come forward. And then lengthen the spine, square the hips, and fold over your left leg. Go halfway down to start. And then find the levelness of the hips when you're halfway down. Nice touch, breathe. And then fold over your left leg. So, you can make subtle adjustments, or maybe not so subtle adjustments, right? Make whatever adjustments you need to make. Breathe in. And then if you have the space, go a little bit longer, deeper, lower. Breathe. Keep the weight even in both feet. Big toe, little toe, ball of the foot, heel. Right? So all corners of the foot are grounded. Stable. Inhale, come halfway up. Left hand on your sacrum. Right arm reaches forward. Reach and lengthen. Inhale. And exhale, rotate outside of your left leg. Hand on the block, inside or outside is fine. And then level out the hips as you rotate your torso to the left. Stack your shoulders. Left arm comes up, if that's available to you. Turn your heart to the left and steady your breath. Breathe in and breathe out. Give me some more big breaths. Rotate, rotate, rotate. And then exhale, fold over your left leg. Bend your left knee. Put your head on your knee. Tuck your chin to your chest. Let go, shake it out, yes and no. Inhale, look forward. Step your feet together. Exhale, hands to hips. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, release your arms down by your side. Bring your feet closer to touch. Inhale, stretch your arms all the way up. Exhale, fold through your heart. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back, plank to chaturanga or right to dog. Inhale, roll through upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale. Good. Come high on your toes, shift your weight forward again. Come to the plank. And remember how we did this earlier. Take the tops of the feet down, pull through for your up dog, then put your knees to the floor and sit back on your heels. Inhale, rise to sit on your heels, and I'm going to turn to face my right side. If you want to stay facing your camera, turn whatever way it is, doesn't matter, and grab a block to have nearby. Come into a straddle, Upavista Konasana, wide-legged straddle. Take the flesh from underneath each side of your sitting bones and rock it away. And then sit up as tall as you can. Now, if sitting up here does not work for your body and you're in Swampasana, grab something to sit on. If it's not a block, towels, blankets, pillows, books. You're not so comfortable most of the time, but whatever. So sit up nice and tall and take your block out in front of you and walk it out an arm's length. Turn your toes up to your face and then outward. Keep your torso upright and see if you can move the block a little bit more. When I say upright, I mean we're not coming into this shell, right? So we're still in that long spine, just like we had when we went into our plank a moment ago. Good. Now, if you're happy where you are, stay there. If you think you have a little bit more space, walk the block another step out in front of you. Keep going. So keep doing that to see if you have a little bit more space in you. And then rest when you feel that you're at the place that you can hold for about 5 breaths. Without rounding your back, without turning your toes in, without slumping. Best word I can use. Breathe in, breathe out. If you notice that the breath is stagnant or stuck, back up a little bit. So once you've completed all 5 breaths, and it may not be right away, relax your shoulders, Marina, breathe in. Exhale. Good, now inhale, look forward. Begin to walk the block back, stay upright. Take the block inside of your left thigh or calf. Place your left hand down on, actually let's bring it in a little closer so you can bend the forearm. Stretch the right arm up and over to the left side. So use your hand on the block, or if you don't have a block, on the inside of your leg, to rotate the torso open. Right? Stay there, ground your sitting bones. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale and exhale. Good. Inhale, rise up, open up your arms. Exhale, turn to your left leg. You can keep the block there or just move it to the side as you fold over your left leg. Now, the right leg's going to want to turn in. Don't let it. So maybe you don't go as far. Breathe in and breathe out. If you need a strap or towel to help get you to reaching towards your leg a little bit more, go for it. By the way, we have straps for sale too. There's a few left. Just bought one for Shelby. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, lift your chest. Walk through center. Grab your block with your right hand. Bring it to the inside of your right leg. And then as you come up, place the right forearm on it and open up your chest shoulder. Breathe. Press your left sitting bone down. Breathe in, breathe out. So I'm using my left hand against whatever, if you're not on the block, the thigh, the floor, to elevate and rotate, just like we would use the block under our hands in that lunge, like we did earlier today. Breathe in, breathe out. Go big, go big. Imagine I'm pulling your arm over to the side and pushing your hip down at the same time and lifting your side torso up. One more breath. Inhale, come up, both arms out. Exhale, rotate to the right leg and reach for it and come down onto the floor. You can just glide your block out to the side or use it. Again, if you need a strap or towel, breathe in, twist, breathe out. Relax the shoulders down, relax the breath. One more breath. Inhale, come back to center. Or lift your chest up, I'm sorry. And then come back to center. And if you still have the block nearby, push it out a little further, push it out, and maybe we have a little more space now. So if you do things slowly, methodically, you will find a little bit more space, but there's a lot of tension here. Not the tension, not the stress that you need to, oh my God, I gotta get deeper, just the tension in our body coils up. Inhale, lengthen your spine, walk yourself back in. Exhale, bring both legs over to the front of your space, wherever that is, shake your legs out. Grab a hold of, let's take 2 blocks today. We're gonna put them on, right now, it doesn't matter what size. Okay, so bend your knees and put your back on the floor. again, if you don't have a block, don't worry about it. But lay down on your back. If you tend to do back bends and wheels, then you're going to keep your blocks on a higher height. Otherwise, the medium or the low height. Now, lift your hips up. Take your two blocks, whichever height you want, put them together, one under the right side, sacrum, and one under the left side, sacrum. So your blocks are together. If you have soft blocks that kind of mush together, maybe just place one on top of the other on the flat side instead. Okay. So point your knees forward, line up your heels underneath your knees, and pull your heels towards your buttocks and pull your fingers towards your heels. Okay? And then soften the glutes. So we're just in a supported back bend, right? Or a supported bridge or supported wheel. Not really. Okay. So your feet are on the floor. You might need to just kind of secure your blocks with your hands. Press your right leg in and up in the air. And when it goes up in the air, line up the heel over the hip. Flex and point the foot and roll the ankle. And then just hold stillness. Weight is heavy into the right side. So in other words, you're not just putting your weight into the left side, right? Keep heaviness in the right side as well. If it feels okay for you, stretch your left leg on the floor. And Tosh, you can put your hands under your back if that helps to keep you up. You know, like pushing up into your hips, supporting your hips. If the leg is straight or bent, doesn't matter, right? Just feel the as much of a release as you can into that left psoas and the right hamstring. Good. Inhale, rebend your left leg if it's not. Exhale, lower your right leg, readjust, your blocks might have slipped a little bit. So dig the heels towards the buttocks, the fingers towards the toes, and then let the hips just surrender onto the block. Inhale, bend your left knee in and up, flex point, roll the ankle. And then it's really hard to know in space, it's called proprioception, but to kind of know if your leg is directly over your hip or not, but chances are you're probably bringing it a little bit more towards your face. Let's keep it upright today. And if it feels good and supportive, lower your right leg down, press the heel down, stretch out your psoas. So I know yesterday we did a lot of work that ended up having some stress on the psoas. But you know what? If you sit all day, that's the same stress. Sorry. Get up and stretch. Good. Now this time, keep your left leg up, bend your right leg, and bring your right leg up in the air. Line up your legs over your hips and supported shoulder stand. Can you surrender your body weight to the blocks or to the floor? Let's take another round of breath. And then bend your knees in. Place your feet on the floor and slide both feet out. Now, for some of you, you're going to be in the biggest back bend you've been in this morning. And dig your heels in, turn your toes up. We're only here for like 3 more breaths. Feel a beautiful, delicious stretch down the front of your body, but that comes along with the arch in the back. 1 more breath. Good. Empty the breath, bend your knees, lift your hips up off the blocks, slide the blocks out to the side, articulate your spine down, and then hug your knees up to your chest. Make opposing leg circles. Just rock and roll around on your spine, and then reverse those circles. Knees to the chest, inhale, open the arms to a T. Shift your hips right and let both knees fall over to the left. You might hear a little snap, crackle, pop. You know, guys, after bridging, I'm always into a spinal twist, right? Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, shift your hips left, let your knees fall to the right, twist. Inhale, come back to the center. Draw both knees back to your chest. Get as tight as you can now. Hug your arms, your wrists, your forearms. Pull your knees to your chest, even pull your head to your knees. Take a big breath in. And when you empty the breath, let your head come back down. Let your arms release. Let your legs release. Open up your arms to the side and your hips splay open. And find yourself in your final pose of this class. But a challenging pose for a lot of us to stay still for a few moments. So breathe in, breathe out. Scan your body. Remind yourself to let go of any tension. Shavasana. If you're at home and you want to just stay longer, just turn it off now. Rest. So, I always invite you to stay longer. I also invite you to find your way back to a comfortable seated position if you're ready. Bringing your hands together at your heart center. Closing your eyes and just be grateful for the few moments that you've had together today, for the time that you can, be grateful for the fact that you can move your body in so many directions. And be grateful for yourselves first and for each other. Namaste. Satnam, go in peace. At home, stay strong, stay fit, stay healthy.